What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, as we all know on this channel, I have not been really playing too much Battlefield 2042. But in replace of that gameplay for today's commentary, I'm going to go ahead and showcase some more World War III gameplay. This game is absolutely phenomenal. It's pretty much identical to Battlefield, but it's just 10 times better. And the best part about it, it's indie developed. So there's no AAA, developers or publishers like EA or Activision putting their crusty little fingers into the project. No, you can truly feel the passion within this game. Now, so far, it's only on PC. If you guys want to check out any more information about this game, I have a full playlist on my channel dedicated to World War III where I discuss pretty much everything about it. But like I said, PC only right now. They are planning to port it to console if it does become a little bit more successful on the PC side of things, and they're also planning to make it free to play. So also, that is fantastic news for tons of console players. But if you do want to get your hands on it right now, by all means, you can do so. It's in closed beta right now, and you do have to purchase about, I think it's a $15 to $20 charge. So it is a little money involved, but in all honesty, I think it's worth it, and the money is well spent because it goes to the core development of this game and the progress towards the future. But ladies and gentlemen, I was going ahead and scrolling through the fantastic subreddit for Battlefield 2042, and I saw a post that was just amazing. It was posted by Aki, and it says, "A game that is online only can't fill a single server. It has no business being sold on any platform." And to be completely honest with you, I agree. This game did not sell with any other backup. To be honest with you, a lot of these Call of Duty games and other titles out there, they sell these games full price. I mean, I could go on the Steam Marketplace right now, look up Black Ops 2, and it's selling for $60. It's absolutely insane. But you have to think, there's a lot more to Black Ops 2 than just multiplayer. People think of COD and they're like, oh yeah, that's 6v6, fast-paced arcadey action. But COD is more than that. That's what makes it so popular. They have zombies, they have spec ops, and most importantly, they have campaign. And I know there's tons of people out there who say campaign means absolutely nothing, but I'm sorry to break it to you, it's probably one of the biggest selling points for the whole franchise. I mean, the majority of the people who casually buy Call of Duty, we all wonder, oh, how does Call of Duty get the sales it does every single year? That's why. It's not people buying it for the multiplayer. No, people buy it for the single-player campaign, and then they chuck it to the side. Some of them branch off to multiplayer. They get, greeted with nonstop sweat, and then they chuck it to the side. But at the end of the day, that's usually what people buy Call of Duty for. But that campaign, regardless if it's good or bad, is what holds the value of the game. And Battlefield 2042 has no campaign. It has no value. It has no purpose. The game was specifically made for only online gameplay. There was nothing revolved around this game that was single player besides it versing bots. That's basically it, but nobody wants to purchase into a video game just to verse bots. If it's going to be multiplayer, that's what they're going to be playing. That's the whole point of it. If they want to play bots, they will go to a campaign. They'll verse bots in a meaningful way. With an actual plot and a backstory and something to follow, not just going into multiplayer to, warm up, I guess. And when you purchase your way into Battlefield 2042, you expect, good servers, populated servers to be exact, all of the good stuff, because their main emphasis of this whole game is online only. So you would think if you can only play online, they would literally have the best servers you could possibly play on. They would have tons of support. There will be tons of content. There will be tons of ways for people to continuously come back to play their public match experience. But there's not. It's one of the most broken, dead games I've ever played in my whole life. That's one of the main reasons why I can't grind it out anymore to get video clips for these Battlefield videos, is because it's pointless. Every single lobby I join is filled with bots. What's the point of having an online-only game if the only things that I am versing are bots? It takes away the whole purpose of online-only. And the funny thing about Battlefield 2042 is even though it lacks a physical, campaign or even a single-player experience, even though it doesn't have any of that stuff, there was supposed to be a backstory to this game. There was supposed to be lore to this overall product. I mean, Hazard Zone was advertised as a game mode that was pretty much going to be the story mode of this whole game, which was going to explain what the hell is actually going on. Give us a little information so we understand what we're freaking fighting for. But of course, just like any other game mode that, DICE has put together as a side mode, cough, cough, Firestorm, if it doesn't pop off in the first 5 seconds of production, they instantly cut it. I absolutely hate that about EA and DICE. If something isn't successful right out the gate, they just, they scrap it. They don't even bother trying to update it because Hazard Zone has seen no future anything. No story coming to it, no plans, no massive updates, nothing to encourage players to re-enter that game mode. Basically, they scrapped the whole concept. Basically, along with the rest of the game as well, since we aren't really hearing much information about that either. But even besides Hazard Zone, the game was truly supposed to have a backstory. I mean, don't you guys remember the short film they produced on YouTube? I mean, this was reminded to me by Unfunny Fool over on Reddit. They put out a post saying, wasn't the story supposed to be told through short videos instead of an actual campaign? It's been 6 months since the first and only story video. And then he goes ahead and puts this image right here of the, actual video as proof. The Exodus short film. Do you guys all remember the short film they released here to us? And in my personal opinion, it was actually decent. It was pretty cool. And to be honest, with how bad Battlefield 2042 turned out to be, it would have been nice if they continued this, little series of short films. Because at least I wouldn't feel like an absolute fool and an idiot for hyping up this game with, nothing coming out of it. At least this would have been a little something to keep me interested and make Battlefield fans happy about the franchise because it looked cool, it seemed cool, I liked the backstory, I wanted to see a little bit more to see what's going on. Nothing. Like the person said in the post, 6 months. With all honesty, if they went ahead and released one of these once a month, just to go ahead and introduce all the specialists, you never know, that might actually make people enjoy the specialists a little bit more. If we could get a little bit more backstory and understand what these people are about, and we can understand the war that we're in, people might soak up the game. But they never bothered doing so. They did all of this stuff before the launch of 2042, and once it hit, rock bottom, and they declined massively with the player base, they just forgot about it. They just passed it on. Could you imagine once a month they release a brand new short film of, a bunch of action and introducing new people and giving them good roles, and you can finally understand the people and understand where they're coming from and their backstories and the plot? It would change the whole game. Whether you like it or not, it would have been better for the overall franchise. And again, I know people prefer the class system, but if we're truly stuck with this, at least make it good instead of half-assing it. You know what I think? I think personally the reason that it's taking so long is because EA went ahead and hired a whole brand new staff, basically replacing the management over at DICE with all of these brand new people from Respawn and the Halo franchise, a bunch of goats coming in to work on Battlefield 2042. I guarantee all these new faces just said, you know what, this is a mess. It's all over the place. Like literally, if they were to sit down and look at this game, there is one too many directions that you cannot pinpoint one idea. Like, honestly, the only way that this can be fixed is if they just clear house, just start from scratch, and come up with a new concept and build up again, because there's no way they can pinpoint one exact thing and just move off of it. There's too many moving elements that make no logical sense within this game. So I can totally see the lack of content, the lack of updates, and the lack of short films due to, new management trying to take control of this game. But still, that's not good enough. Communication is key, and not telling us any of this information is bad, and it makes us think of the worst. Nobody's going to think of what I just said. That's basically the best case scenario, is that these developers have come in and they're starting from scratch again. That's best case scenario. More than likely, it's not going to happen because they're not pointing in any positive directions right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. If you almost hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so: Twitter and Discord, both linked in the down description. And also, want to catch me live streaming video games and over on Twitch, and link that in the description as well. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.